Hello, Sarah Voronov here, and I'm sharing about my Rebirthing Breathwork Practitioner training experience. And this is my session 16. I'm reporting to you from my car. My toddler's in the back sleeping, so I may not be as loud as I normally am. This is my book that I always put all my notes in. And I just want to share with you. So in breathwork, you have your session and then you go out in life and you kind of just notice and see what is different. And since my last breathe, I've just noticed I've been saying thank you a lot more versus saying sorry for things. And I've been doing like these little things where I'm showing myself that I'm deserving. So the other day I had like mushrooms that my husband is growing, and I like these pink mushrooms versus the blue ones that he's growing, and I automatically was going to just go, oh, I'll just have the blue ones. And I realized it's because my default has been this sort of self-sacrifice, like I'll take the one, like, and I paused and I stopped myself and I was like, no, I am deserving of eating the ones that I like. I deserve to eat the pink ones. And so I did. And it just felt really good. So these are the little moments of growth that you can see if you start noticing and be aware of the changes that are happening. And for this week's breathe, so the other things that I had been noticing is that so it was my birthday on the Thursday that just passed, and I didn't want anyone to know. I was kind of self-inquiring, why am I wanting to keep this under the radar? Like, it's the day that I inhabited this body. My soul came into the earth. My soul came earthside. So I was kind of curious about that, and I journaled out a little bit, and I realized like, oh, okay, this is about having people like focus on me and receive attention, and I wouldn't want it to be distracting from anybody. And so just prefacing you with all of that, and my intention that I'm going to read out from my book is, I intend to celebrate and acknowledge my existence. I am here. I intend to feel worthy and deserving to receive others' time, effort, focus, and love, to truly feel it in my body and soul, allowing it in, and this would allow me to feel good, captivating others' attentions, have a huge global impact as I share my message, have a greater capacity to hold space, and be in gratitude for all that is. And one of the things that happened in my breathe really early on was this realization of course I exist. I've existed since all of time, because we're all energy, and like we are the universe having the human experience. So of course I've existed. I saw it as if like this is the energy, the world, and it's just like little droplets that go into everything, into every single human being, into every tree, plant, anything that exists. Like we are all the universe. We just are in different forms. So I also saw it like, you know, kids when they are playing like make-believe, and maybe they've got some farm animals and some people, and they're going, oh, hello, mister, how are you? Oh, hi, I'm very good. And they play out the characters. I saw it as like, well, we're all connected. We're all this big universal energy, and we're like, oh, I wonder what it would be like to be a human being who maybe had this experience at that birth. I wonder what it would like to be a human being that didn't have two parents together, that a human being that was really affluent. Like, so we came here and we inhabited all these different things to know what the experience was like. I hope that makes sense. So it really makes sense for me to be like, yes, we are all each other. I am you, you are me. We're all just beautiful mirrors. Everything is the universe. Everything is the same essence. It's just that when we come into this world, we forget who we are, and we're meant to forget who we are so that we can enjoy the process of discovery. The other thing I saw was that, so it's like, you know, we get born, we're coming like through the birth canal, or maybe you were born by a C-section, however you came into the world earth side. You are automatically in this receiving energy, and you don't know anything else. So you receive, and you believe everything as a truth, and that's how it's meant to be. But it's like you are already here. If this is you, you're already whole, and then all the stories come around you, and it's like it creates like a big clay bit around you, and then you go through this journey, which is the purpose of life, of rediscovering, of remembering who you are and getting back into the middle. I kind of saw it also like, you know, when you're a kid and you play pass the parcel, you've got like the big toy in the middle, and then layers of paper, and every time you take out a layer of paper, you know, maybe there's a toy there. It's like, oh, this is another layer I've released, and it's worthiness and love that I receive again. Oh, taking off this other layer, again, worthiness and love. So I saw it like that, where just the purpose is to enjoy the journey of rediscovering that we're already whole, to remember that. And so also, like when we hear things, when we, you know, we read books or we hear people speak, and we're like, oh, that sounds so true, like I really resonate with that. And that's because part of you, it's like the fog, and then like the tune of the truth kind of comes in. It's like, oh, I remember I am worthy. Oh, I remember I am this amazing, beautiful being that's meant to just live and like shine bright. It's a remembering. And yeah, I just saw it so clearly that you know, you can say that whole like, oh, I wish we remembered the whole time, but we're meant to forget, and we're meant to enjoy that journey of rediscovery to find the wholeness within. Because like, just like that pass the parcel, or just like if you've ever had one of those, like my kids love these digging toys to like get the treasure in the middle. You get the treasure and you're like, oh, well, the fun's over, it's finished. And so also in my breathe, I saw it like, so let's say you do on your journey, you keep going, you keep rediscovering the wholeness that is already within you. You get to the middle, you get into your heart, your core of who you are. And then it was like, well, now what? Well, now you get to be that beautiful beacon. You get to just shine your light out. Like I saw this beautiful golden energy kind of moving through. And that helps to like reawaken, reignite everyone else around you, because it's like, oh, like let's say like, hey Sarah, you help me remember that I'm already whole inside. Like, yes, we are all here as beautiful mirrors, and it's like also because we are all each other, like the parts that we don't like or the parts that we do like are all just a reflection of back inside. This is a message that I've like, a lesson I feel like I've learned before, but it really feels like an embodied truth now. So, you know, because we can always know things in our mind, but unless we know it in our body, it doesn't really kind of stick together. So that was my breathe, and I felt super shiny, and I still feel super shiny even when I share it. So we've all always existed, because we are the universe, and we are having this human experience, and we're meant to forget and then rediscover. And it's all a remembering. That was the other thing I just remembered now. That all the stories that we have about not feeling good enough or worthy, or we can't stand up, or the stories we have with our parents, they're all an illusion. And when we come up against these illusions that we've created in our mind or in our life, it's a really good question to ask yourself for self-reflection, I think, is what do I need to remember? What do I need to remember about myself and this experience? Yeah, I hope some of that is helpful and maybe struck a chord in some way. Thank you for your time if you have watched all the way through. Again, if you have any questions about RBM or breathwork, I'm happy to answer. Beautiful. Have a wonderful day.